So what have we got? So this area, this section here is what we refer to as the Prairie Garden. There's a guy called Tom Stewart Smith, who I believe was a student here way back when, and he has become quite a well-established landscape designer. And he came in and advised us on this, and this will resemble an American prairie, an American Midwest. Sorry?
In honour of the Canadians.
Same place.
Oh, watch it, mate.
So yeah, this was planted about 8-10 years ago, and effectively in here, it used to be a rose garden, possibly in the tenure of most of the people that were here. And the roses were in a state of declining health because we're the best one in the world. They don't last as long as we ever want them to. And they are plants where you can't always just replant. You can't take out old roses and put in new in the same way that you can't grow certain crops year after year. So the decision was taken then to grub the lot out because they weren't salvageable, to then dig down, and they went down about 4 or 5 inches with this, maybe a little more, took out the soil, which is a vast amount of soil, a lot of shoveling going on there, and then refilled it with sand, seeded over the top of it, layer of hessian over the top of that, so sacking effectively, and to keep it from being eaten by the birds. The hessian deteriorates, everything grows up through it, perfect mulch thereafter. So after 2 or 3 years, the hessian's all gone, everything is established in there, including now, unfortunately, nettles and grasses. This guy is at its best in about late September onwards. So if any of you are local, come back here at that point, and you'll find it will be about here. It's about 5 or 6 feet high. It's a really, really good show, a lot of colour in there. And it's good then for about 6 weeks. Thereafter, we crack out the streamers, we get noisy and angry with it, we cut the whole lot back again. We compost everything that comes off here, we compost everything that comes off the Leckhampton meadow. And we're now producing our own really good compost. We've had bins here for decades. We've just moved them over the way, and they've now gone to the far side of the field. But we're using that compost in the bins, in the beds, in the window boxes, as a mulch around the trees, anything, everything, brilliant. A little bit of weed, but it keeps everything in house. Again, we get a little bit of problem in this one, in as much as the nettles are there, but spraying out the nettles, you take out everything else as well, and I really don't want to take out everything else. Lupins are coming this way. If you come back in 3 years' time, Michaelmas will come this way as well. Because this has been down about 9 or 10 years-ish. It started to dilute, it started to kind of thin out and weaken itself now. So I think what we're going to do in a year or so's time is to overseed it again. We might put in some plugs, maybe put in a few annuals just to get some sort of colour with it, to kind of make people notice it again, and then go through with some plugs once we've thinned out. And if we have to end up hand weeding to take the nettle out of it, then that's what we'll do. It's just going to be a day or 2 in there of bad backs and a little bit of choice language, but we'll get it done. The gardeners are good at both of those. So yeah, any of you that are local, come back in that sort of time.
Is it late September?
Yeah, late September through October. Yeah, up until probably the first frost, and it looks spot on. It's a really, really beautiful thing to be at. And then we go that way, head up the garden,